Welcome to the first session of Arduino based system design lab. Before going to start directly to the practicals, let us review the Arduino board. On the left hand side, you can see the picture of Arduino board with some labels. So let us go in brief about these labels. So label 1 indicates power USB. Using this power USB, you are going to connect your Arduino to your laptop. Label 2 indicates power or barrel jack, which is also acts like a external power adapter. Label 3 indicates voltage regulator. Label 4 indicates crystal oscillator. Arduino Uno board is having 12 MHz of crystal oscillator. So it actually determines speed of your microcontroller. Label 5 and 17 indicates reset pins. Label 5 is software reset, which you can access through Arduino IDE. Label 17 is onboard reset via push button. Labels 6, 7, 8, 9, which indicate supply pins, which are bunch of supply pins with 3.3 volt, 5 volt, ground as a onboard supplies. Label 10 indicates bunch of analog inputs. Arduino Uno board consists of 6 analog inputs. Means at a time it can process 6 analog inputs. We will talk about this analog input section laterwards. Label 11 indicates most important part on the board, which is microcontroller. Arduino Uno board uses Atmega 328P as its microcontroller. Moving further, label 13 indicates power LED indicator. So this LED indicates that your kit is ready to use. So once you connect your board to your laptop, then this LED starts blinking. So it indicates that you can use the board now. Label 14 indicates TX and RX pins. These set of LEDs start to glow when you upload code on board. Label 15 indicates bunch of digital I/O pins. So these are digital input output pins which you can make use in accordance with your application by declaration of the pin as a input or output depending upon the requirement. So this is about the brief description about the board. So now let us move towards the Arduino programming language. So Arduino is a hardware board which can be programmed using Arduino IDE, which is called as Integrated Development Environment. You can see that environment over here, or you can download that from the official Arduino website. So I have already downloaded it, so I am going to run it. So here you can see that I will open now new file. So Arduino file is called as a sketch. So I have created that sketch on 24th of March. So accordingly the file is going to be named. Here you can see two parts, void setup. So here the setup code indicates the setting up of hardware, means declaring which the functionality of the pins, means input, output, like that. So as the time passes, you will come to know how to use this section. Void loop. This part indicates the actual functions which you wish to perform using that board. Now let us move towards next part. These are the some basic functions which you may come across. So which you require while programming the Arduino board. These are set of control statements, operators and functions. So as the time passes and you will come to know about these functions. So now Let us go with our first practical, that is write a program to blink onboard LED. So Arduino Uno board is having onboard LED which is present at pin number 13. So now the main objective behind this practical is to turn on and off this LED. So let us go with the procedure. So first step is to mention the pin number to be used globally. Here I want to glow pin number 13 which is onboard LED pin. So pin number will be pin number 13. Initialize pin to either input or output. As you are going to write on that pin as a on or off, so obviously it will be a output pin. So declaring the pin as a output, that will be my second step. Step 3 will be actually writing on that pin as a on or off. Now let us evaluate this functionality using the Arduino IDE. So here now in a setup, as I told you earlier, that I have to declare the functionality of pin. So I want to glow or I want to turn on and off onboard LED which is present at pin number 13. So how the statement can be written on the IDE. So for this practical, you are going to learn following two commands, that is pin mode. So this is the inbuilt command used in Arduino IDE. So pin mode into bracket pin number comma either output or input. So this tells Arduino whether the mentioned pin is either input or output. So for this program we want to make pin number 13 as a output pin. So we will do that now. So I am going to write it over here. Make sure that the Arduino IDE is case sensitive and all the inbuilt commands you can see that start with lowercase letter. So pin mode, then pin number 13, which I am going to declare as output. Then we have completed with this first step, that is mention pin number to be used. So and initialize the pin to either input or output. So we have completed with first two steps by this statement. So you can write your comment after your code using the 2/. So I am going to declare pin 13 as output. So every time while programming, make a practice that you are going to write the comment after your statement. Now what is the next thing? The next thing is we have declared the pin as an output. Then we have to write on that pin as a low or high. So we will do that task. So for that task we are going to use the second command, that is digital write. So digital write is an inbuilt Arduino IDE command which is responsible to write on a particular pin either high value or either low value. So when you are using a pin as an output, you can command it to be high, that is output 5 volts, or low, that is output 0 volts. Now let us use this command. Now this is your actual functionality. So obviously you are going to write this on in your loop part. So digital write. Then on which pin? Obviously on pin number 13. First of all, we are going to make the pin as high. Then with some delay we are going to make the pin as low. So we are going to put a delay of about 1000. Then again we are going to make the particular pin as low, means LED will be off. So I am going to copy this command and paste it over it and change it to low. So here I can add my comments, that is LED on, here LED off. Again I am going to put a delay of 1000. Okay. So now according to the procedure we have completed with all the steps. Now let us go with the procedure to run the code using Arduino IDE. Here you can see that I am going to first of all verify the code. So after verification you will come to know that whether the code is ready to upload or some error is there. So I am going to verify. Before verify it's going to ask for save. So I am going to save that as a sketch March 24E. It's a default name which comes. See here, you can see that there is a mistake, that is here the spelling mistake. So I have to put T over here. So once you start doing the practicals on your own, you will come to know it. And another way to check that is, previously it's in a black color, and if I am going to correct it, then it's going to show me the blue color. Okay, so blue color will be default color, and your all the inbuilt commands should come in orange colors, and these high, low, output, input, this kind of functionality should come in blue color. That can be one of the indication. So now let us verify it again. So here it's a compiling sketch. So here it gives me message that done compiling, means no further error is there. Now we are ready with the code. Now how to check whether the code we have written using Arduino IDE is going to actually blink onboard LED. So this task can be performed virtually using Proteus-like tool. So I will demonstrate that tool to you now. So Proteus is a simulation tool in electronics which is going to simulate virtually. So virtual in the sense without actual conduction of the practicals using the hardware components, virtually you can monitor performance of particular board or particular circuit. So here I am going to create new file using this Proteus. So that file I am going to mark as a Arduino LED1. So I am going to create the blank file. So in the first practical I will just demonstrate you how the Proteus file can be created. You can see many functionalities on the Proteus, but as a beginner I will discuss with you some of the important functionalities. So here you have to move towards the component mode, and because you are going to place your component on this working sheet which is actually in a blue color, blue marks. So I am going to pick the components or pick the board that I have want to use. So here I can see that